Good morning. This is Pam from NortheastWheelsEvents.com at the 2018 Encounter for Austin Healey, put on by, which Austin Healey club was it? Susquehanna. Yeah, okay, it sounds good. We're checking out Larry's build. Now, you just finished this.
I just finished it about 4 or 5 weeks ago.
Uh-huh.
Got it licensed as an antique, which you can do now because they don't take pictures of them anymore. So that was a good thing. That was an easy thing for me to get it on the road.
Probably the easiest.
Yeah.
Now, what we're looking at, what year Austin Healey is this?
Okay, it's a 1957 Austin Healey, a 106. It took me 20 years to build the body, which is a copy of a Ferrari Testarossa in 1959. And, you know, it's just one of those things. It's a labor of love.
Oh, sure. Now, the whole body is glass.
The whole body is fiberglass. All the bright work you see, the grills, vents, and all that stuff are all hand-hammered aluminum. I made the steering wheel, I made the seats, the dashboard, everything you see in the car minus for the outside of the car, minus the windshield surround and the wheels, everything else I made.
You made
from scratch.
Yeah.
Yes.
I was looking at even your gas tank you made with the baffles inside the whole thing.
Yeah. And the nice thing about that was I got to talk to Sergio Scaglietti that made all the Ferrari race cars up until 1958. And he told me how to rivet them, how to drill the holes, how to seal it, everything. He spent over 2 hours.
Wow.
Yes. Do you want to?
Oh, show me some detail on the vents that you made. Let's take a look, see.
Okay.
So you can show me exactly what Scaglietti had shared with you.
No, he told me how to roll the edges.
Right.
And how to bend the metal inward, and you only use wooden hammers, and that's how they did it. But it's very easy once you see how it's done and how it works. Then because it's hand hammered, and you had to bend it with the contour of the body, you take a Vixen file and file all the high marks off of it, and then grit it down with sandpaper from a coarser sandpaper to a fine sandpaper, and then after it starts shining up, I just took regular automotive body or compound and compounded it, and went on with an aluminum polish and polished them up.
That is, because you have compound curves here. Not only do you have the curve there, you still have the curve of the body and such. Bending with a lip would give you all sorts of kinks.
Yeah.
How did you take care of that?
Okay, but that's the thing. You really, when you're stretching over an outside turn like that, or an outside curve, you don't get the kinks. In the inside, when I did the gas tank, Scaglietti was telling me you want the kinks. You want those little kinks on the corners.
Right.
And then you have to anneal the aluminum. About 5 or 6 times. But you start hammering the little kinks from the top to the bottom.
Right.
And all of a sudden they start coming out. And the metal gets thicker and thicker and thicker as you're shrinking it down to go around the turn. So it's, when you actually do it, it's a lot easier than what the average person would ever think.
Gee,
so
this is
it's
amazing.
time consuming. But
that's for sure.
It's very, very easy to do. Yeah.
Now the lines are just absolutely spectacular. As you said, that is copied off the TR.
Yes.
Which is beautiful. I love your handmade grill.
Yeah.
With your
and it has
fog
driving
lamps
lights behind it, Pirello driving lights behind it.
Oh, so Ferrari.
Yeah. I even got the Marshall headlights that they always contracted for different lighting, and Marshall was for 1959 they used those type headlights.
I also noticed, of course, that you're running the Italian
Roots Bariani.
Yep.
Wire wheels.
Yep, just like Ferrari.
I bought those in 1964.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Good old Milano.
Yes.
I like the way you routed the exhaust.
Yeah,
Still Healey.
The only thing I didn't make on the exhaust system is the muffler itself. That's just strictly Austin Healey, but the rest of it. And then I did the snap system on the exhaust pipes in the back.
Let's take a look, see?
And it's a Venturi effect. The cold air blows in around the outside of this.
Right.
And it's supposed to suck out the exhaust.
Ah, okay.
Now, whether or not that ever worked, I really don't know.
Yeah, but the important thing is, how does it sound?
Oh, it sounds great.
Great! That's the important thing.
Yeah.
I love, oh, this is just, could you pop the trunk? I would love to show the folks what we've got here. Now look at all of this handwork. This is all hand built.
Yeah.
Now, the frame, I see you have a subframe throughout the whole car?
I had to make a subframe to fasten the body to.
Okay.
Because I just started out with a regular box frame that the Austin Healey's.
The Healey had, yeah. Now I can see how thick your fiberglass is.
It's not ultra thick.
Uh-huh.
It's actually 3 layers of mat and a thin layer of cloth.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And then it's all steel tube that I mated and bent, rolled and bent to fit the contour of the...
Now you were saying that you made your own mold?
Yes, I made my own pattern and then made my own mold off that pattern.
And the pattern you made with wood slats?
Yes, it was
and
all
Bondo.
wood slats on the straight side.
Uh-huh.
And then I used a special kind of foam that you can put body putty on and it doesn't dissolve.
Ah.
So I used 53 gallons of body putty to make the pattern. And the pattern took me approximately 19 years to make.
Oh my gosh.
It took me 3 days to make the entire mold.
Uh-huh.
And it took me 1 day to make the entire body. Wow. Everything. The doors, trunk, hood, everything.
Oh gosh.
I started at 5:30 in the morning.
Yes.
By 9:30 at night, the whole car body was pulled out of the mold and sitting on trussels.
Wow. Jeez.
Yeah.
That's amazing, your timeline. I love the way how you built in your roll bar. Very good.
The roll bar is all chrome moly steel tubing, certified stuff, and so is the square tubing. And then it goes down into the frame, so you can actually hook a hook to that with a wrecker and actually lift the entire car up.
Wow.
The overall car weighs about 1,700 pounds. It's
nice.
lighter than an Austin Healey, of course, because the body only weighs about 100 pounds. That's it. Yeah.
This is great. This is great. I like the way how you have the pull cords a la original Healey's.
Yeah.
Very good.
Well, the Ferrari did too.
Yeah.
It was the same thing.
Well, Enzo couldn't care less about comfort.
No.
No.
About that.
Anything to run his race cars and all right, I'll build your car. Give me money so I can go racing. Yeah, he was interesting. I like the steering wheel. Now, how did you build the steering wheel?
The steering wheel actually, it's 5 sections.
Uh-huh.
And it's mahogany wood, and it's all matched. Now, according to how the light hits it, it looks like it's different colors. But when you look at it from the other side, then this turns light and this gets dark. I mean, it's just the graining of the wood. But I actually cut all this out on a 3/4 inch round piece of plywood. And then took a pin in the center of it and spun that around and cut the edges off.
Oh, okay.
Now there's 32 knurls on the back of the steering wheel. And I just took a wood rasp and rasped them in by hand. I just marked them with pencil. And then took a routed a little edge in here. And this is plastic in here. I overfilled it with plastic resin and then polished it over.
Oh, that's how you got that. Okay. What a great effect. That is perfect. Now, LSL is your initials?
My initials, yeah.
Perfect. Perfect.
See, I can tell somebody, well, It means long super leggero,
Oh, of
super
course.
light.
I like that. Now I'm noticing your windshield. You have the cowl. The windshield is Porsche.
This is Porsche. It's an original Porsche. They're brass.
Speedster. Mm-hmm.
They're brass, and then I had it chrome.
Mm.
Yeah, I got that years and years ago. I paid $30 for it. Now probably this is worth more than the whole car is.
Oh, it's crazy. Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
And you have the original 106 running gear, I presume?
Yes,
Very good.
it is. You have pictures of it?
I have a single. I don't mind you opening the hood. I don't
Okay.
complain. We all love to see it.
There were quite a few changes I had to make on this.
Interesting, on your induction, you've got the shields over there.
I had to lower the tops of the SU carburetors, so I just made these little
Runners.
intakes.
Yeah.
And then, of course, I had to make a new heat shield because it got so close to the thing, and I had protective heat shield stuff on the back of it. Then I had to lower the steering and put universal joints in, cut the footwell out in the corner here. Had to put a new
Fuse box.
firewall in it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, all that stuff.
I'm looking, what are the screws down there on the firewall? You have the, almost looks like a block down over here.
These.
Yes.
Okay, that's where I had to cut the footwell out to get the steering.
Oh, okay.
The steering is lowered on this
Yes.
car probably about 3 inches.
Gotcha.
Then I tilted it back up with universal joints.
Oh,
on the
okay.
inside.
Okay.
So it's actually sort of conforms to the dashboard.
A la Sunbeam Tiger.
Yeah.
Wow, you get enough cooling? You have an electric fan up front?
It works perfect. It
Wow.
stays at 175. On the hottest days when I got caught in traffic,
Yeah,
the temperature never went up.
never went
I
up.
have two 12-inch Hayden pusher fans,
Oh, okay.
and that cools it really nice.
This is great.
It's actually a 409 Chevy engine with about 3 inches cut off the top. It's a cross-flow type radiator.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I like the way how you did all of your
I put
polished brass.
electronic ignition in it,
Ah, okay.
which works a little nicer than the points.
Oh, yeah.
The purists probably don't like that, but it works.
Oh, come on. I mean, we used to put the Piranha in all the time because, well, the points would fail and that's it. Especially in the fuel pump.
Yeah.
That was always fun, driving home, smacking it with a hammer, drive another mile or two, smack it again.
Yeah.
Oh, beautiful. Yeah, I see you don't have your tachometer, your mechanical tachometer hooked up.
No, but I'm going to take the speedometer out. The way I was getting this inspected for Pennsylvania state regulation,
Uh-huh.
I was going to get a remanufactured title.
Oh, okay.
Once they change that they don't take pictures of cars anymore,
Yeah.
I had the title to the Austin Healey. I just went into my AAA and they gave me tags and registration to fill out, and that was it. I was done.
Good deal.
Yeah.
I'm looking at your reinforcements on the hood.
Yeah, that's all.
The contour.
All steel tubing.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Jeez. And the pop rivets on through to hold the skin. Yeah.
So it's
Oh,
not
I
all
see.
that. These
Yeah.
are whole metal plates in here where this is fastened.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you got the metal plate,
Yeah.
then pop rivets on the metal plate, so you don't have
Right.
metal to metal.
It took me years to figure
Metal to
out
glass.
how they fastened these things, but I sort of figured it out.
Uh-huh.
But then I went down to the Simeone Foundation in Philadelphia,
Yes, great museum.
and I took Fred Simeone pictures of his DBR1 that he has, that Sterling Moss drove,
Yes.
and I had pictures of it coming straight at me at Nürburgring with all four wheels off the ground.
Ah.
Now the Ferrari Testarossas, there was 3 of them there, 3
Uh-huh.
brand new ones. But Sterling Moss won the race, and the 3 Testarossas came in second, third, and fourth. Unbelievable. That was one of their first races actually in Europe.
Oh, really? I didn't
Yeah,
realize that.
59.
Post-war, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
So,
Yeah, I've been
so I
out.
had a passion for Testarossa Ferraris 59s from when I was about 19 years old when I was over there.
Yeah.
I actually took a paper out and traced these vents
Uh-huh.
on an original Testarossa Ferrari the first time I ever saw one. They had one of them that they weren't working on. It was sitting there off by its side. So I went to the car and I had some paper in there, and I said to my buddy, I'm gonna trace these things. Maybe someday I may make one.
Oh,
Little did I know that I ever would.
yeah.
But so
That
finally I
is
got it
great.
done.
Can't believe it. Yeah, once you get bitten by the bug, and you went to the very best, the Nürburgring. I mean,
Yeah,
really.
that was great.
Oh.
That was great. So I went to Nürburgring. I went to Spa to see a Grand Prix and a sports car race.
Uh-huh.
I went to Monte Carlo to see the 1958 Grand Prix, which Jack Brabham won in BRM.
That was one of his early races, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, it was bare bones minimum. They only had straw bales for protection for the cars coming out.
Yeah.
There wasn't a lot of protection for the spectators.
Oh, for anybody, and they
No,
probably
yeah.
rolled in on just
But I
an
mean,
open trailer.
That was the way they did it back
Yeah.
then. Virtually no advertisement around the thing. Maybe a couple banners tied on straw bales, but that was about it.
Yeah.
So,
Jeez. Unreal. So that's what inspired your little... Now, what do you call your creation, by the way?
I don't really have a name for it.
Not yet, huh?
No.
I still like your long,
Oh yeah, the
Yeah.
initials. Yeah. Long Super Leggera.
Super Leggera.
Super Leggera. And normally a lot of the cars in script it was written right along the back of the hood.
It was on the back of the hood in script with the block going through it, and then later they also had on a vent, a hood vent.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, the stuff we remember, it's insane.
Yeah.
Absolutely crazy. Could I ask you to start her up? I'd love to hear her.
Okay. We can do that. First I have to find a key.
Oh, picky.
Somewhere in here.
Your attention to detail is absolutely remarkable.
Well, that patience is a big thing as far as, really looking after and doing these things. We'll see if it's...
Oh,
It's not loud.
oh, what a delightful note. That is a real nice note.
It's probably a little louder than regular Austin.
That sounds good, Larry. That sounds real good. It's got very deep, bassy throat.
The horn's the other thing I like.
Of course, the Fiam air horn. Oh my gosh, this is great. Oh, what a treat this is. Larry, I've got to thank you very much. This is truly a spectacular build. Oh, what, the rear vents, they're just for venting off
They were actually for the rear brakes.
Okay.
See, and they had scoops in the inside. And I noticed when I was 19 years old that the back ones were hooked with springs, but the front ones were screwed in. But you really don't see them that much.
Yeah.
And then that holds the plate and the inside. But it was a vent for them to...
For the brakes,
for the air
originally.
For the brakes, because Ferrari was very slow at changing to disc brakes.
I know.
And they finally did in '59.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They have those huge
Big drum
ribbed.
fin.
Yeah.
Big fin brake.
Oh, those things are crazy. And very thin too. They didn't even go thick. They were fairly narrow. Yeah. I just don't understand.
It was pretty cool.
This is great.
Yeah.
Oh, Larry, again, I've got to thank you so very much. I got to do a quick walkabout here. Just take the whole car in, because this is beautiful. This is Pam from NortheastWheelsEvents.com at the 2018 Encounter from the Austin Healey Club. For more cool events like this, make sure you check NortheastWheelsEvents.com, SoutheastWheelsEvents.com, UKWheelsEvents.com, and while you're there, be sure to post and share your events. I'll see you all at the shows.